ONETV Special Report.
Honorable Board of Judges, distinguished guests, my fellow competitors, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Not all heroes wear capes. Do you believe in that statement? I used to be skeptical, thinking heroes had to possess supernatural powers like those in the movies. However, my belief changed when real-life heroes emerged in our city, revealing a different kind of power, sincere compassion to serve, and a strong determination for good governance and public service. Something that is yet to behold us, something we have been longing for. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, let us look back and reflect on the incredible journey we've been together with our hero, ASENSO OZAMIZ administration. The ASENSO OZAMIZ administration has prioritized the well-being of its people. Headed by Honorable Congressman Sancho Fernando Ando F. Waminal, the Governor of Misamis Occidental, Governor Attorney Henry S. Waminal Sr., and our City Mayor, Mayor Attorney Henry Indy F. Waminal Jr., who have implemented various programs and services that helped the lives of many OZAMIZ nodes. From healthcare services, educational and financial assistance, to pamaskong handog and kasalan ng bayan programs, highlight their dedication in fostering unity and cooperation among OZAMIZ nodes. They made sure that everyone is catered, protected, and receive the best of what there is to offer. Healthcare is a cornerstone of their governance. On top of this, the introduction of zero balance program and free hospitalization with free medication has been a lifeline for families in OZAMIZ City for years now. But it's not just that. Educational tablets were given for free to bridge the technology gap and empower students to engage more in the 21st century learning process. There are also tons of scholarships and financial assistance for students who are incapable of shouldering their academic fees. One family, one profession is being recognized now and then. Furthermore, the ASENSO Wellness Park provides a space for events like the night market phase for local businesses that brought enjoyment to people as well. The revitalization of OZAMIZ City Boulevard becomes the long and winding vibrant hub for leisurely walks and family gatherings, which promotes a healthier lifestyle for locals and tourists alike. Let us also not forget the amazing global gardens where OZAMIZ nodes and holiday makers love to reach the top to see the whole scenic view of our city. With improved buildings, roads, and infrastructures, definitely, this city will become the #1 tourist attraction in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these programs and services provided by the ASENSO OZAMIZ administration are living proofs that heroic acts exist in the real life of OZAMIZ nodes. No capes, swords, or shields needed. Instead, dedication and hard work have been the shadow behind OZAMIZ City's success. You, and all of you, as citizens, let us carry the pride of OZAMIZ City in our hearts. Let us support our heroes and cooperate in building a stronger, more prosperous OZAMIZ City. Together, let us ignite the skies with the brilliance of OZAMIZ nodes and leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. With these breakthroughs in our city, I'm indeed proud that I am an OZAMIZ node, and I am confident to shout, Misamis nun! Magbuyong malinawon, malambon, ug malibayon! Keep going! Asenso OZAMIZ!
No need for Superman, Batman, Iron Man, whoever man it would be, because here in OZAMIZ City we have our heroes, even without the capes, of course, with the Waminal and ASENSO OZAMIZ administration. ASENSO administration in particular. That was our speaker number 9, Miss Charmy S. Pugoy. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our next contestant, number 10, Miss Anne R. Lastimosa.
The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. Greetings to all present among this joyous crowd. We truly deserve our wonderful city, and we certainly deserve all of this. We find ourselves within an extraordinary orange amphitheater this evening. Each of the crowd's orange-painted pillars stands for prosperity, perseverance, creativity, and security. We have witnessed the rapid advancement of our cherished city during the last few years. How amazing is that? Indeed, you, and every single person present this evening, each and every one of you has made a contribution to our city by carrying out your social responsibilities in OZAMIZ. Living up the name of being an OZAMIZan is the pride and wealth of the city. OZAMIZ is more than simply a city. It is our motherland which we are prepared to bravely elevate and wave. The ASENSO OZAMIZ administration programs and services, which overflows of so much happiness, abundance, and prosperity, and uplift the standard of living for every OZAMIZan includes pamaskong handog, ASENSO free hospitalization, 1 tablet for every teacher and senior high student, ASENSO state-of-the-art school gate, 1 family, 1 professional, kasalan ng bayan, job hiring opportunities, school buildings and fences, free dialysis treatment, ASENSO OZAMIZ Wellness Park, and along with the widening and concreting of roads and construction of ASENSO gym and more. We must not forget that these programs and services are through the efforts of our hardworking and visionary leaders of this city. And it is our duty to ensure that they are utilized to the fullest potential. Some say the care of human life and happiness and not their distraction is the first and only legitimate object of good government. Recently, my uncle got hospitalized due to kidney failure. He was transported to the hospital via the rescue vehicle that have been provided to each barangay. The amount of hospital bill reached to 300,000 pesos. Thankfully, because of this ASENSO free hospitalization, they did not pay in a centavo at all. See how they ease the burden of others. I know I'm not the only one who experienced the life-changing benefits of these programs, but also all the OZAMIZans. We are very fortunate to live in a place where the prosperity and well-being of each and every person is given top priority by our leaders. Their commitment is absolutely admirable, and it is an honor to have such leaders leading us to a better tomorrow. Despite my youth of only 16, I have witnessed and heard about these multitude of opportunities presented by our local government, which are like to a meteor shower that grants hundreds of wishes. Among them is the OZAMIZ Charter Day, which is remarkable because it marks the day we bring to life the essence of what it is to be an OZAMIZan, a celebration and exhibition of our city's accomplishments, history, and culture. Dear OZAMIZans,
let us come together to support these changes, believing that they will pave the way for a brighter tomorrow for OZAMIZ City. We are the OZAMIZnens that will always believe in the vision. Misamis nun, magpuyong malinawon, malabuon ug malipayon. And we will always proudly scream, ASENSO OZAMIZ!
And that was Ann Lastimosa, our speaker number 10, narrating to us her own experience under the governance of ASENSO administration. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage speaker number 11, Rylen Medeliada.
In my young age, I already see many awesome structures and progress in terms of programs and services in ASENSO administration. Flat and bare pieces of land transformed into magnificent structures that can be seen only in highly urbanized cities. The birth of ASENSO OZAMIZ can be compared to a house constructed by our own father at home, which made sure that it can withstand against many storms. That visionary head of the family who knows the strength of the foundation he constructed to go against any susceptible forces that might attack his loved ones is what we need. Just like our city mayor, a lawyer, Mayor Henry Inday Waminal Jr. He knows his strength and capacity to lead the OZAMIZnens, for he loves OZAMIZ and is a pure OZAMIZnen. It's not easy to stand above every kind of individual with different ideals in life. But guided by the 5 M's, OZAMIZnens are confident enough knowing that we have a father. We have fathers who know their job very well. As a citizen of ASENSO OZAMIZ, confidently, we only have one responsibility to live by: protect and maintain the OZAMIZnens mantra, the very foundation of this city we call home. No other city has this vision and promise that for us, OZAMIZnon, magpuyong, malinawon, malambuon, ug malipayon, which means OZAMIZnens to live peacefully in abundance and in happiness. Peace sounds impossible, right? But let's continue to work out to maintain its peace. 5 M's is difficult to achieve without the firm appreciation of those who truly believe its essentiality to our city's challenges. It provides discipline to every citizen, realizing the strengthened integrity which can barely scratch what our city upholds. Because of his wisdom, the 51 barangays before now came out to a new solid ASENSO barangays. As we continue to build and expand this great house, we must also strengthen the base that supports it. May I ask, does this responsibility only adhere to few OZAMIZnens? No. This is not just the duty of our mayor. This mantra cannot be realized if we would act our shared responsibility. These urgent calls are handed down to every single resident and every barangay because we can powerfully help in our own little way. It is true that we have the power which we can unselfishly advance to keep safe the principles of our city, our home. All we need to do is to become the most engaged citizen in our city. Look at the ASENSO Wellness Park. Tourism exhibits. Look how our Pangal Bay as our gateway to the northwestern Mindanao is protected. The well-organized traffic, tiled public markets, 6-lane highways, growing malls and coffee shops, longest bridge in the Philippines, free hospitalization and funeral services, full farmers assistance. All senior high school students are given electronic tablets that will allow us access to a wider range of research-based and learning methods, and many more. Aren't they fulfilling the 5 M's? If we have peace, we can sleep and stay well rested in our home. We can roam around the city. We have food in our table. We have one professional per family program, free housing program, the pinabonggang kasalan ng bayan. All senior citizens are well taken care of. Grants of 4-piece fees are very well facilitated. Our mega sports complex arena will soon operate and countless services. Christmases and OZAMIZ are always the merriest. 5 Ms is no longer a promise, but already fulfilled. Who else will do that? Who can offer that to OZAMIZians? The ASENSO administration is giving the right services and more that OZAMIZians need. Thank you.
5 Ms is not easy to achieve, but it is possible with the ASENSO administration, and that is according to our 11th speaker, Ms. Rylin Medellada. And to give us more for this evening, let us have on stage now, ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Glenn M. Halem, our speaker number 12.
It is a pleasant evening to all our judges, esteemed guests, and fellow citizens of OZAMIZ City. And of course, good evening to our handsome and honorable OZAMIZ City Mayor, Henry Waminal Jr. Today we stand here to celebrate not just the promise of progress, but the tangible achievements of our community under the ASENSO OZAMIZ administration. We stand at a pivotal moment in our city's history where dedication, innovation, and compassion have shaped our path towards a brighter future. Under the leadership of ASENSO OZAMIZ administration, our administration has embraced a vision that places the welfare and aspiration of every OZAMIZnon at its heart. Through steadfast commitment of good governance, exclusive development, we have embarked on a transformative initiative that resonates the needs of our people. One of our proudest achievements lies in our comprehensive approach to healthcare, such as free hospitalization programs and free maintenance medicine, recognizing that health is the cornerstone of prosperity. Through strategic partnership and prudent resource allocation, we have ensured that no citizen is left behind in the pursuit of a healthy and fulfilling life. Moreover, our commitment to education remains unwavering. We understand that investing in our youth is investing in our future. Thus, we have implemented programs that enhances school infrastructure, provides educational assistance of one family, one professional scholarship programs, and of course, providing educational gadgets for every senior high school students and public school teachers. Economic vitality is another cornerstone of our administration's agenda. By fostering a conducive business life and supporting local enterprises, namely the Boulevard Baywalk, Wellness Park, and many more places to stall food court and that generates income. We have created job opportunity and stimulated growth in key sectors. In the realm of infrastructure, our administration has taken a bold initiative to modernize OZAMIZ City's landscape from road expansion, spillways, streetlights, and bridges. In fact, there is the ongoing longest bridge of Mindanao, located at Tangub City, and of course, the global garden of the world. Crucially, our administration is committed to a safe and nurturing community through effective law enforcement, community engagement, and social programs, such as the subsidy of all barangay workers, service providers for PWD, senior citizens, motor cab drivers, persons using drugs, and LGBTQ and others. We have bolstered a public safety and promoted a culture of solidarity and mutual respect among our citizens, and of course, we enjoy those smiling faces. That's why every near Christmas month, our administration provides and gives ayuda as an exclusive gift for our citizens to be happy and enjoying the month. As we look ahead, let us strive for more excellence, innovation, and inclusivity in all facets of governance. We, the constituents of OZAMIZ City, is constantly praying for more blessings to come to the province. Surely these can be achieved when when the leadership is guided by the principles of integrity, accountability, and compassion. Under the leadership of our Governor, Honorable Henry Waminal, our Congressman Sancho Fernando Waminal, and our OZAMIZ City Mayor, Henry Waminal Jr. Thanks to them, our community has become more bright and safe for the people. In conclusion, let us celebrate the successes of all of the ASENSO OZAMIZ administration. Together, we will chart a course towards a future where every citizen and OZAMIZ City shines. Thank you, and may we continue as one community, one city, and one vision for a brighter tomorrow. Misa-miso, magpuyong malinawon, malambuon, o malipayon. Mabuhay, Misamis Occidental.
Thank you very much. Speaker number 12, Ms. Sandra Glenn M. Halim, mentioning programs and initiatives of the ASENSO OZAMIZ administration that have put our city, that have placed our city and the entire MISOC in the pedestal of growth and advancement. That was our speaker number 12. And now we are welcoming on stage our next speaker, speaker number 13, Ms. Eliza G. Bentulan.
To our distinguished guests, to our beloved juries, and to our beloved city mayor, officials, workers, and councilors. A very blessed and wonderful evening to all of us. Today, I am very honored and grateful to share with you the incredible achievements of our ASENSO administration, particularly programs and projects of our city. I am unable to say that this community is such a beautiful and accountable community. With one another, unity comes up first before people. From road lightings to farm raising, we are accountable to each other, to unity and companionship. Each one of us has a leadership to come with it. I am very grateful to every one of us that here spending time with families, friends, and loved ones, from drivers, from pedestrian people, and to all government officials. They are dedicated workers who establish a greater companionship to each other to create a better future to each OZAMIZnan and our society. To be led by our ASENSO team, they're dedicated workers who have established a greater future to all of us. To farmers who have worked tirelessly to give us and nurture ourselves for a greater future. And I am very thankful and grateful to all of us who created a marvelous, momentous occasion this very evening. The workers who have tirelessly give their efforts to give a beautiful and better future to each every one of us. The unity that come up to each and every one of us has established a one unity of OZAMIZnan. As Dr. Martin Luther said, if you can fly, then run. If you can run, then walk. If you can walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, do it with compassion and dignity and dedication. Together, as one OZAMIZnan, carry ourselves with pride and integrity. Carry ourselves with a heart full of integrity and compassion for one another. As OZAMIZnan, we are able to shape our community, not just for one, but for a 140,000 population of our OZAMIZ city. I am very grateful and very honored to be here on stage and to be grateful and thankful to each workers who are dedicated, who are dreamers of our OZAMIZ city, who give the establishment a better future to each and every one of us. Not just one, but to all of you. Not just you, me, and everyone who are dedicated to provide the needs of each other, the companionship, the unity that provides the envision and the provision of each other, the gadget giving who provided to each students who needed the most, who needed the companion, who needed the help with each Filipinos. And OZAMIZ City haven't given it yet, but the companion and the unity have shaped our environment to a better future. As one Filipino, we gather ourselves with a dignity and integrity, but not to each other, but to all the people all over the world. Not just in our society, community, but the entire world, in the whole wide world. In this very moment, I am very grateful. Together, we gather here today, not just a community, but a society and an industry who come up with a better plan to prosperous life, for a better future, and to a better world. This would be given to all of us, not just for the people who needed it the most, but to the people of OZAMIZ City. Together, as one Filipino, one OZAMIZnon, one ASENSO OZAMIZ, together we strive for a better future and better world. Together, as one OZAMIZnon, ASENSO OZAMIZ, create a better world, a better future, and a better society. Thank you and good evening to all of us.
Thank you very much. Speaker number 13, Ms. Eliza G. Bentulan, telling us the importance of being united, working as one to achieve what is due for all OZAMIZnons. Thank you very much. And now, let us welcome on stage with a big round of applause our speaker number 14, Ms. Kylie Navarez Llanos.
Listen, some time ago, there was an elderly OZAMIZman who fell seriously ill. Desperate for help, he went door to door pleading for money, just to afford the medicine and hospitalization he desperately needed. His neighbors, though sympathetic, couldn't offer financial aid because they too were struggling to make ends meet. Despite his brave fight against illness, poverty, yes, poverty, proved a cruel and insurmountable barrier. Sadly, it wasn't his sickness that ended his life, but the overwhelming weight of poverty. If that happens today, that elderly OZAMIZman's life could have been saved. Ladies and gentlemen of OZAMIZ City, esteemed judges, fellow students, and honored guests, good evening. An OZAMIZnan before is a different OZAMIZnan now. Many lives have been saved, dreams rekindled, and hope restored. Neglected places have blossomed anew. This transformation bears testament to the visionary leadership of the ASENSO OZAMIZ administration. Yes, the ASENSO OZAMIZ administration. Under the guidance of Mayor Attorney Indy Morales Jr., supported by Governor Henry S. Morales Sr. and Congressman Ando Bominal, our city has not just evolved, it has thrived. Their dedication has turned aspirations into realities, adversity into opportunities, and challenges into triumphs. Let us celebrate the ASENSO OZAMIZ free hospitalization and funeral services, a lifeline that ensures every citizen receives dignified healthcare and a respectful farewell for their loved ones, regardless of financial status. Another testament to our city's compassion is the Kasalan ng Bayan, a celebration of love and generosity, where couples unite in marriage amidst community support, receiving not just a ceremony, but tangible support to begin their journey together. The heartbeats of our community resonates in initiatives like the ASENSO OZAMIZ Wellness Park Weekend Market and Night Cafes, nurturing local businesses and fostering economic growth. Our infrastructure developments, including drainage canals and bypass roads, enhances connectivity and resilience, improving lives across the city. Education. Education remains the cornerstone of our progress through programs like ASENSO, One Family, One Professional, breaking barriers with financial support for students, ensuring academic dreams translate into meaningful careers. Friends, this is just a glimpse of the many ASENSO administrative programs and projects that are transforming our city for the better. Together, let us nurture a legacy of compassion and growth, forging a future where no dream is too big, no challenge too daunting, and where the promise of a brighter OZAMIZ shines for generations to come. Thank you.
Our lady in red is our speaker number 14, Miss Kylie Navares Llanos. I was waiting for a speaker to mention once again, kasalan ng bayan kay Murag Mogi makapaaligre sa atong mga audience, no? I wasn't able to catch if speaker number 14 was able to mention that, but of course it was a very great delivery. Murag ang paborito sa atong audience kaninyong kasalan ng bayan. Let's see later. Mangutana ta later sa atong mga audience. What's the top most favorite among the programs and initiatives mentioned by our speaker? And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to our last speaker for tonight, but definitely not the least, our speaker number 15 is Miss Maria Gabriel Angelica Calopez.